stage, the exit is right here, and meant to get there before the Gordo did, but I didn't. There we go. At the end of this room, I would be getting an ability with Ku. Each animal friend, if you get an ability, it changes their ability. First is what Kirby would use. So there we go, got Ku and Cutter. Get that drink to get health up. That was Jumper Shoot. And 15 hits with the Cutter ability with Ku. Alright. I'm so used to moving right that I forget you have to dive down in this stage. Arch. That door has a mini boss and also has Kine, which I will not be using Kine until later in the game. Unlike Rick, Kine is actually useful in this game. Or, unlike Rick, yeah. That's fine. If I need a cutter again, I could get it that room. And I lost. Can't beat the fireball. So 3-3. This is the one time in the game having Ku is not advantageous. It is. There's a room at the. There's the last room of this stage is very difficult to control using Ku. And make sure I get hit there. Fly over the whales. And yes, you have to deal with a bunch of frogs, and the pipes are pushing you forward. So if you don't manipulate the frogs just right, or you lose your ability here, I would have to go back to 3-1 to get Cutter ability again. Alright, so far so good. Whew. Oh no! Oh, so close. So close. I'm gonna spend a few seconds going back to 3-1 to get Cutter. I was 2 frogs away from getting away with that. Now, if you're beginning to speedrun, there's an alternative. You can use Kine and any ability, really, because if you get underwater with Kine and lose your ability, you can swallow it back if you're fast enough. Okay. Now we're gonna fight our 3rd boss. Sweet stuff. Strong hit there. Good fight. Alright, going to the 4th island, Iceberg. That's a propeller bomb there. If you're playing Kirby by himself, it doesn't bother you. If you have an animal friend and the propeller bomb touches you, you will lose your friend. Which, at this point, I do not want to lose Ku. There we go. I believe that was blocky. The game has 7 abilities, which is a big difference from the first Kirby's Dream Land, which really had no abilities that you could keep long term. This game is largely surrounded by the number 7, Rainbow Islands. The last stage of the game had 7 stages, 7 mini bosses, etc. Alright, so 4-2. If I get in there, there we go. I don't believe there's an advantage to flying with the current, so let's slowly take you to the first door here. Now I'm going to use Ku as a flying meat shield because the next part of the stage I will not need to do. Sorry for everyone who had to see that. Get fire here because the rest of the stage is blocked off by ice. That particular room has 6 of the 7 abilities. I believe Spark is the only one that doesn't have. Can you get one more hit? Here we go. This is the one time in the game you will use Kine. Kine and Ice is a very nice ability. It makes it keeps from getting touched, but if you use it for too long, Kine will become a big block of ice and will leave you vulnerable for hits. It's always important to take out those propeller bombs if you have an animal friend, which will be most of this game. I'll switch out and use fire with Kine here. The next stage we will have a mini boss fight to start off. Let's see what we get here. Gooey. If you never played Kirby's Dream Land 3, that is the same Gooey. Or if you have played Kirby's Dream Land 3. Okay. No big deal not to have fire at this point, because at the end of this auto-scroller, I'll be able to get it again. This is the first Kirby game that introduced auto-scrollers. Whether that's good or bad, that's for you to decide. Unfortunately, swapping multiple abilities in this game doesn't allow you to do a mix, which doesn't really matter because, like I said, it's only 7. Alright, our next boss fight is Ice Dragon, which is about as good as it gets for Ice Dragon. In the rest of the series, he's like not even a mini boss, he's just a painting for the other games. Alright, now we're going on to Red Cane. Because I play most of the game as cool or kind, it may not have been noticeable, but the game does use a few songs from Kirby's Adventure. This is from Yogurt Yard. Shouldn't have done that. Scarfies, if you hit them, they take a little bit longer to dissipate. Yeah, the end of 5-1's pretty fun. Jump here, use fire, and then enter the door. And we basically just use fire to get through this part. For speedrun purposes, this is the only ability that's beneficial to Kirby until you fight King Unity. Alright, take that. Don't worry about the animal friend there because the last screen of the stage is this is an auto-scroller, so... And we need Cutter here due to the boss fights coming up in 5-4. Alright, watch out for the gourd over here. Alright, and now we're going on to 5-3, which is the Animal Friend Hub. You have a choice of picking 3 doors. Each one has an animal friend. Top one has Ku, who we'll be using again. The one on the left is Kai, and the one on the right is Rick. If everything goes well, I should not have to come back to 5-3. but there's a possibility I might have to. Yeah, the beginning of the first 2 screens of 5-3 are basically rooms that are better suited for other animal friends. Now we just got to fly up, avoid that propeller bomb. Oh. Alright, 5-4. I can. That's my fault. I should have thrown a cutter. There's a lot of sorry, not Gordo. Bronto Birds here. There we go. Now we have to fight with Captain Stitch, who you cannot hurt until he loses his spikes. Now he either does that or he runs into the wall. If he runs into the wall, you have a longer stun period. You can try to finish it off within 1 cycle. Or times like this, it takes 2-3 cycles. I'm going to drop cutter here, and we will be getting fire. And if everything goes well, we will have fire once we get out of the water. This game, you can use your abilities underwater, but it's just slower. So we're trying to get to the top portion, where I'll stick to the bottom and use the fire ability to avoid getting hit by the Scarfy's explosion. And to get through the borders. And now we got 5-5, which... the end of this stage is a little infamous. Okay, this is going pretty good so far. Watch out. It's fine, I got 3 hits. I'm going to take the maximum tomato here. And take a hit there. And we're going to get cutter once again. And try to get to the door as soon as we can. Yeah, this is the last screen of 5-5. It's hard to explain what's going on here. You can always check out a map of the entire screen. See what I'm talking about. So, the next boss fight is Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. And if you watched the Nightmare in Dreamland race yesterday, there's 2 opposing gangs here. I almost always guess Moon here because it's usually right. Almost 1 second on both. Uh-oh. I think I reset too early. I think I might have reset too early. Yep. So, we're gonna watch this fight one more time. sun this time, so everybody wins. Wait. It's always hard to get all three hits on Mr. Shine on this sprite. I'm not sure which one's which. There we go. Now we're on the Cloudy Park. And a big thing that's going to come up in 6-4. That can save me a lot of time or losing about 30 seconds. So we just fly over the screen here. Sorry, fly straight up, and this will be the end of the stage. At the end of this room, I will be dropping Koo because I will not be able to advance with him. Whose ability with ice, you can't get through that portion. Now, if this was best ending or 100%, you could use Kind to get through there. Koo's in that bag right there, but you have to have Spark, and as part of this long quest to get the rainbow drop that's in that room. Six-3. Good part was underwater. Got a lot of frogs to worry about. Could have kept ice, but I didn't. That won't be the last time frogs gives us trouble in this run. If you time it right, you get through all three portions of this room fairly quickly. Go. Unbelievable. Take stone here, makes it a little bit faster to get down to the bottom of this room and the end of the stage. Hopefully the border doesn't drop down, and it won't. That was good. I'm gonna fly up a little bit. I didn't mean to get the one up, but it's always nice to have it. Okay, take out the kaboom. Got a few enemies here. Take out the air puff. Now we got another fight with Captain Stitch. We hope this is cool in this bag, and it is. So we'll not have to backtrack to 5-3 to get Ku again. And this will be the last time we have to get Animal Friend in this game. Get Stone here for the last room of the stage, which is coming up. Gotta watch out for the 7 rows of Gordos there. And basically we let the current carry us up. Which I think is not even possible to do with Rick. Yeah, we just take the hits from the Gordos here. There's a way to skip the Gordo, but everything has to line up correctly. And this is the reason why we want Ku in 6-5. This stage is, this part is just brutal without it. Get Spark here to kind of take out some of the enemies in the crowded space. Take out 4 enemies here, drop Spark, and we will get Cutter once again. And this is the one time where we use Ku and stick to the ground because of the air currents above us. Five doors will appear. Go through the second door, that's the correct one, and then end of the stage. Alright. Yeah, that was good. I would have got hit with that spark if I didn't do that. So we stick to the top here. Alright, good. Yeah, we desperately need Cutter for the next boss fight. This is a bit of a maze at the end. You gotta watch out for the frogs. Kinda like 3-3, but you're not being pushed by currents. Makes it a little bit easier to time your hits. There we go, and we made it through. The only thing you have to do to get to the end of the stage is fly straight up. If you move a little bit to the left or the right, you will get hit, and any ability you have will be lost. So next fight is another well-known boss fight. It is Krakow in 2 stages. Gotta watch out for the hit there. I'll try and give him 1 cycle, but that's good enough. Yeah, the thing about Krakow fight here is every time you hit him in the second form, or hit it in the second form, it will do the little googly eye thing. Yeah, that's right. That's fine. Only 2 more hits. And crack goes down. And now we're on to the last of the Rainbow Islands, Dark Castle. At the end of each stage, there will be a mini boss fight that's a little bit tougher than previous fights. And I believe every stage except the last one has an auto-scroller. And we're about to reach the auto-scroller now. Throw feathers forward to avoid getting hit. Alright. This fight, the enemies, the mini boss is just faster. In stages 2 and 5, there is a room where you can possibly get an animal friend and an ability if needed. I don't find anything here, just fly above. Hey, I was looking for a gooey. Gooey gives you 1 health. Female gooey gives you 1 extra life. This fight, the enemy's just faster. There's no anything extra. There we go. Step 3, you gotta be a little bit careful because your Kabus show up at the beginning. Boom there. Have to be a little bit careful on this auto-scroller because there's a couple propeller bombs that you won't see. If you fly too high, you fly too low, it will get activated, and it just makes it a little bit tougher to get through this area. First one should be down there. Second one is up there. I believe it's a maximum tomato here. Yep. Last one should be down there. And it should be the Mr. Frosty fight. Unbelievable. I used the star to destroy the star. Fortunately, it's fairly nice there. So I'm going to 7-4 powerless, but there's a Sir Kibble there that allows another cutter ability. For the screen is basically the inverse of 7-1. These Scarfies here, you have to watch out for the explosion. I keep forgetting 7-5, you have to dive straight down at the beginning, otherwise you miss the timings of the fish and Gordos. Fortunately, that paid off. Door, please. Thank you. Alright, go here. The timing's just right, you fly right over the Scarfies. And I didn't time it just right. More stages left in the game. 7-6. An auto-scroller where you have to pay attention or you will get crushed and killed. Okay, you want it there. If I time this right, I should be able to get into the door before the door gets there. Okay, great. Yeah, if you guess incorrectly here, you won't have a choice but to die, so. Okay, one more to guess. It's the same every time. By the way. And this is my least favorite of the mini boss fights. Alright, I got 4 hits there, that's good. And done. This is the last normal stage in the game. No auto-scroller here, fortunately. I was thinking the room ahead. And we got one more mini boss fight. It's jump or shoot, and when you get there, you have to move out the way because lamp's on top of you otherwise. Thank Ku for his service, and we are going on to the King DDD fight. There's one tile gap here, only Kirby can get through. Every 4 cutter hits equals 1 bar health off of King DDD. Keep throwing cutters. Hope he does his jump. Alright, time is coming up. And time. And that is Kirby's Dream Land 2, 80%. Thank you for GG's. Yeah, I think it's the best out of the 3 Dreamland runs. Certainly better than the RNG Fest known as Kirby's Dream Land 1. Get abilities, you know, get animal friends. It's all good. This is the bad ending, but it's still better than the good ending in my opinion. Is there a boss circuit? Like a boss rush? Yes, there is. But you got the... $45.15? Yes, it is PB. Alright. Cool. Poor Ice Dragon. Still never get his due. Alright, so that's it. Shout out to the Kirby speedrunning community. Shout out to Pletty. Got the world record and 100% and best ending fairly quickly. And thanks for watching, everyone.